Hi, I'm Scott Birmingham, and welcome to For Your Review One-on-One. I'm lucky to have with us, down from LA and up for the Reno Film Festival, Academy Award winner, Mr. Joel Cox. Hi, we're here with Jeremy Irons, a few minutes to be able to talk about his latest project, which is called The Last Lion. Well, today is kind of a special For Your Review because, well, we've got some actors from a little show that a few people watched called The Sopranos. I'm your host, Scott Birmingham, and we have a special guest, Nia Vardalos. How are you doing today?
Hi.
I'm sorry if I'm
Great, thanks. How
messing
are you?
your name up here. You guys are doing
no,
kind
actually,
of a...
that was a pretty good one.
Oh, good.
Catherine
Narducci and Mr. Paul Peterson, both from various backgrounds in terms of almost like a generation apart in terms of what you guys did. Catherine is going more into the independent film. Are you still doing more commercial stuff too, or where are we at right now? Today is with a former star of Beverly Hills 90210, Ms. Tiffany Thiessen. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, Scott. How are you?
Doing great.
And so the old way was just cut it, and then we'll bring a music editor and fix the music and what have you. It was the outlaw Josie Wells, and there was this little scene around a campfire. And he wanted to cut the scene down, so I went in there and I cut the music down and the scene played. He said, "You made a cut in this?" I said, "Yeah, we cut right here." He says, "Well, you can do that?" I said, "Well, yeah, you just..." He said, "Well, we always had this mess and a bad cut." I said, "Well, I just, my background of learning music from Kenny Wilhoit." And he says, "Great." So we finished the film, and he just said to me that he his plan was for me to be with his team and be on his films.
And I don't know how much time I have, but very quickly, I got a call from Jason Alexander. I did a play in LA in 1992 at the Tiffany Theater, and Jason Alexander came and he befriended, he wasn't famous from Seinfeld yet. He just started Seinfeld that September.
Wow.
So this is August. He becomes friends with the director. He wants to turn it into a movie, and he and I got a little bit chummy. Jumped to 1998. I'm in New York. I had a tiny role in Godzilla, the movie Godzilla. I left LA, went to the premiere in New York on a vacation, and I get a call from my agent. Jason Alexander wants to see you for his movie Cherry Pink, which he was directing right after Seinfeld went off the air. I go there. I didn't get the role, but as I'm walking out the door, do you know this story?
No.
Does she travel with you? Does she have a sense of appreciation as you as an actress and what you do for a living?
No, she doesn't know what we do. My husband's on Cougar Town, and it's great. You know, she's 5. She just worries about, when can she have candy. So that's the way we're hoping to do it. You know, we don't allow photographs of her, and we don't release her name. We're just there to give her a normal life. But if we're walking through a mall and someone goes, "I love your work," to me, she goes, "Do you know that from work, Mommy?" And I'm like, "Uh-huh."
Well, let's talk a little bit about that stress that comes with acting, as you know. It's an important question when a lot of people decide to go into acting and take it seriously as a career. The family support that they get, and going from your mom and your family at large, what was that support network like for you getting into the business?
They were great. My father, before I was born, was a minor league baseball player, and my mother had been a dancer and done some national tours and things like that. So thank God they both understood what it was to chase a dream, so that when I came to them at age 15 and said, "I think I could do this for real in New York," they were supportive. And my mom took me into New York City. I got my first agent. I started working in theater when I was 16. And they've all been really, really supportive, and that's just, invaluable.
A general audience doesn't know anything. They're just sitting there. Well, the actors are looking at themselves and they're going, "Oh God, they used that take. Look at my hair up here." And the hairdressers are going, "Oh no, they used that thing with the hair here." Or the dolly grip is going, "Oh my, he used that dolly shot with a bump." You cut a film together using the best things to tell the story, and sometimes you go to cast and crew screening. It's rather quiet because the whole audience they have to see it again. But anyway, in this film, I hope it's enjoyable. People have a chance because we shot in Reno. We went down Virginia Street. We did a lot of great stuff. We shot in a casino, and we shot a little bit out at the Mustang Ranch, but everybody sees just their portion.
Right.
The whole movie is about much more than that. And so it's interesting for people to kind of say, "Oh, I was here, but oh, wow, I didn't know it was about that."
Fastlane and he asked me about Bill Bellamy. He wants to know if this guy's as funny in person as he is.
He is. He is. You know what? I absolutely adore that man. He is great. Bill is, that was such a fun show. I was actually really sad that it only lasted a season. And a lot of people still to this day come to me and ask, why didn't that show keep going? But it was a really fun show. We had a great time. And Bill, I couldn't speak high enough about Bill. He's an amazing guy. Very funny, very talented.
And just listening to you savor the written words, is that a hard thing for you to do, or does it come pretty easily? Because I was totally taken in by just your voice.
Well, that's very flattering of you to say so. I mean, it's something I'm not aware of. I was, when I saw this movie, when I saw the footage, because this is a wildlife drama.
The studio system really, in fact, was the best way to create a core of professional actors, technicians, sound recorders. It had a level of professionalism that is unmatched. Today, you can't find that. I mean, the crew came to work in pressed Dickies work clothes, you know. People took it very seriously, but at a major studio, and you know, I started in '55, so Harry Cohen was still alive, and I worked for Mr. Disney, and it was quite an era.
I was at work, and there was an open call for the movie A Bronx Tale. Robert De Niro was looking for...
My favorite actor.
Yes, he was looking for a 9-year-old boy to play his son in the movie A Bronx Tale. I took my son, and I had, after my daughter, I had a son, and my life, you know, I was living my life, but I still knew that I was going to be an actor. I took my son on that open call, and I realized that there was an open call for the mother, which I didn't know the mother was the wife of De Niro, but it was. And after my son went in for the audition on this open call, I asked the casting director, can I audition for the mother? Still not knowing it was for De Niro's wife. It's a long story, but I'm going to make it short.
This is good.
And she said, if we don't find who we're looking for today, they're first looking at actresses, you have to be an actor, then it's going to be an open call for the mother tomorrow, give me a call. I called the next morning, she said, yes, come in, we didn't find her, now it's an open call. And I went in, and they put me on tape. 2 days later, I got a call that Bob saw the tape and wants to know if you can come down Wednesday or whatever day it was.
Bob's.
The edit is the last rewrite of the script, and it is.
Very true. Do you sometimes go a little crazy once you're out there now? Oh, I gotta shoot this. I gotta shoot this. I gotta get that.
It's not a bad idea to do it, because you know if you're austere and you say I'm only going to do this, this, and this, and you go in the editing room and you want to go back, you can't.
Right.
Or it's going to cost you a lot of money. And try telling the producer that you want to go back. What? You know, why didn't you do it right the first time?
It's a lot more expensive to go back. Reshoots or additional scenes cost a lot more than doing it right the first time.
I know the work I did in that film, and I told her way on early in that film. I'd see her when they were shooting in Los Angeles. I'd go out on the set, and I told her, wow, girl, something special here. And she says, you told me that. And I said, yeah, I told you, and I'm so happy for you. So.
Well, thanks, Joel, for being here very much.
Absolutely.
For those of you who don't know, Unforgiven, which you won the Oscar for, is one of the 100 most memorable films according to American Film Institute. So I'm very privileged to have the very editor here and enjoying and celebrating the Reno Film Festival. I'm Scott Birmingham, and this is One on One with Joel Cox, and this is For Your Review.